collected by Ziyarat Sheikh, which it does as a routine regular collection.
Bema is dangerous with his left foot, putting in some cross balls into the final third. And also, Jigme Namgyal Jigme also has that bit of firepower. He was one of the scorers of the tournament in the Under-19 Championship, Jigme Namgyal. He scored 3 goals in the tournament last time out.
Well, Avinav, if you look at the movement of Kushal Deuba, the previous 2 games, he just plays as a deeper in midfield. But today, you can see him falling full back at times. What do you say about his possession today?
Definitely, there is the situation that needs to be built up from the back, and Kushal is the one who's linking the midfield with the defense, is the one who's trying to bring the ball into play. And Kushal is the one. He's been the anchor point of the Nepali team here up until this point. Avinash Shangtan is doing his part as well from his left pivot position. Kushal is the one who's proceeding forward in that very tactus, in that very moment, in that situation here.
Clearance this time from the Nepali defender. Possession. Bhutan from the far side. They will try to build another attack. Jigme Namgyal will go out for a throw-in.
It's going to be a throw-in. There has been some discussions here. The defender of Bhutan is in trouble. He seems to be injured here. The centre-back, Kinley Penjor. And as we were talking about the 2 pivots here, it's a battle in the midfield right now. And it looks like Nepal is winning it. Kushal and Avinash are the dominant pairing here, whereas Pema Zangpo has been sitting quite deep, and Jutsin Dorje is trying to go forward, but he's not been able to find that position, that existence in this setup here. And that has been the factor that Nepal has been quite dominant in midfield, and especially the wingers edging into the narrow spaces and sometimes spreading themselves out for the wing backs to invert in. That has been quite dominant from Nepal.
There was a slight deflection, and Bhutan managed to win the ball possession, headed cleared by the defender of Nepal. Nepal winning the ball position. And at the moment of it's Bhutan clearly missing Jignam Shelter, who was so wonderful in this competition in the past 2 games.
Use of the hands there by the Bhutani player. The referee definitely spotted it. It's going to be a free kick for Nepal. Somit Tamang once again trying to show his blistering pace. Some discussions there between the player and the referee. Kinley Kyalsen was there in that very situation. We are here at the 25th minute of this first semi-final match between Bhutan and Nepal in the SAF Under-20 Championship 2024. It's a free kick here for Nepal from their own half.
Manta the ball to his teammate inside their own half. We had a quick start to the game. High tempo, end-to-end football could be seen at the start, but as the game progressed, these both teams have settled down. They know they have no margin for errors, especially in the semi-finals. To do or die from here on, it's 2 wins away. All the 4 teams for the title of SAF Under-20 Championship. Here is Dorji with the pass to his teammate. Ugain couldn't get to the length of the ball.
Ugain once again from the left wing. Ugain Dorji is the wing back here. He has been up and down in the left wing position, in the left flank. He's been the one defending as well as going forward. Ugain with the cross here. Jared collects it comfortably. No much pressure, not much pressure there for the goalkeeper. These two sides have met in this very ground in 2015 when Bimal Kartimagar scored a hat-trick to Nepal to put Nepal 3 up and then win the match against Bhutan.
Well, you talk about, from the very beginning of this competition, we're talking about the importance of such tournaments. SAF doing a wonderful job organizing this kind of tournament. And wonderful pass that is. Good move needed. has received a blow out there. Jigme Namgyal up on his feet. Now Nepal trying to attack. Wonderful touch. Niraj Chandhami now moving blisteringly forward. Avinash now on the far side. Niraj Chandhami. Beg your pardon. Anil Bomjom, and that is close call. Good take by the keeper. Anil Bomjon was the man.
Was a good effort there by Anil. The army boy, he went with the team into the Duran Cup 2024. I guess he's gained some experience there as well for this tournament here. Anil Bomjan. As we can see, the spectators are already here to support their native team.
Not just the Nepali people that have come in here. We can see a good number of people from Bhutan that may have been living here in Nepal have been coming to the matches of Bhutan in every game to support their team. For now, the ball position is with Bhutan. They're trying to clear it up, but it's Nepal who has been the better side by a margin of,
Definitely so. Nepal will be deemed to be the stronger team here because of the presence they have.
Dan Kinle Benjor with the ball. Beg your pardon, it was Ugain Adorji. Wonderful dummy. Ugain Adorji from the flank. Will have to beat a player. Has support. Tinzang Topten with a long ball inside the box to his teammate Kingzan Tenjing, who couldn't manage to get to the end of the ball. Now Kushal will lead this attack for Nepal. End-to-end football, we're seeing Samir from the far side. Shot in. Once again, Nepal still on the ball. That is a challenge. And it might be a yellow card for simulation. Is it Samir Tamang?
Surely looks so. And it's a yellow card here for Samir Tamang. He was looking for it. The referee has given a yellow card to Samir Tamang. We will have a closer look at it from... Oh, that's quite close here. There was some contact actually. But then again, he was already on course to go to the ground. I think the referee is right. He might have been clipped in the toe in the process, but then again, he was already going down. So basically, this is a simulation by Samir Tamang.
It's all about timing. Into the 30th minute of the game, still goalless this first semi-final. Long ball in. Again, that's the thing we've seen in this game. Nepal has been playing from the back, whereas Bhutan, they're playing long balls, goal kicks by the goalkeeper. Will be a slight change in the commentary box. I have been joined by the very famous Aman Pratap Adhikari. Welcome, Aman. Wonderful cross. Well defended by Nepal. And these are the times when Bhutan looks lethal, especially from the right side.
So in the very beginning, as soon as the Bhutani team put pressure on the Nepali team, the Nepali defenders, especially the central defending pair, Samant Thapa and Ashwin Khorasaini, they kind of like lost a momentum. But slowly Nepal came back, and what has happened is the captain of the Nepali team, Kushal Deuba, in the central of the midfield, his plans have been foiled by the captain of the Bhutani team, Pema Zangbo. And I believe that was the plan of the head coach of the Bhutani team. This is the Japanese coach Hideharu Takahashi. So that's been the plan of Bhutan, and that's how they've been employing. And if you look at it, whereas if Captain Kushal Deuba hasn't been up to his best in this particular match, but Avinash Shanktin has been playing wonderful. But Nepal yet to build up a really good attack from the flanks as we used to see from in the other previous games. It hasn't happened yet.
Aman, the other fact I was mentioning, the Bhutan side missing their number 6 was so brilliant in the previous games. Kinle Kyalsen though making a comeback in this game. Talk about the coach of Bhutan, Hideharu Takahashi, has been coaching the under 18s, under 15s, and now the under 20 side. Now we can see the players has come up to this rank are his players from the previous under ranks.
Of course. And they look very comfortable with the system and how they are playing and how the game has been set up. We can actually see the mastermind of Takahashi in this particular match, where he knew the main point coming in is from our captain Kushal Deuba in the center of the midfield. And as soon as Kushal Deuba gets the ball, bam, there you go. Pema Jangbo is on the ball. There you go. King Jang is on the ball. So they are not letting our captain Kushal Deuba build anything from the center of the midfield.
For now, it's Pema Zangpo who will be taking this free kick. Try to put a cross in. And he does. Looking for a white jersey. There is one. Well defended by Sobin Kimire this time. Headed wide. There was a player looming behind him. Now Nepal can break. Anil Bomjam was the man starting this attack. Now from the far side, it's a run for Samir, only for the opposition goalkeeper Lochao Nima to win the race. That attack breaks down for Bhutan. Aman, how lethal have Nepal been today in this counter attack of theirs?
Not much, Abbas, not much. Nepal usually is comfortable sending the ball to the flank, and especially with Ram and Neeraj combining on the right-hand side, especially. They build up some momentum and they create an attack, especially for Neeraj and Dhami or Siman Thapa over there. But still, this hasn't happened yet in this particular match, and I believe that is because of the strategy being deployed by the Japanese coach of the Bhutani team. But Nepal did have some chance. Now we are already into the 34th, 35th minutes of the match, and Nepal is eyeing to look for a first goal.
With a wonderful turn of foot, this chance for Nepal. Once again, Samir Tamang straightly into the hands of the goalkeeper, Locho Nima. What a game this is. Just look at that.
Well, you see, we wanted the ball to actually go to Samir Tamang, and it did actually go to Samir Tamang as well. But because the defenders of the Bhutani team were so close to him, he could not make that particular move. And again now, Nepal from the right-hand side, a long, hopeful ball. Not too much of an dangerous situation for the Bhutani team. They come out again, the captain, Pema.
Well, the two players who's making life difficult for the Bhutan defense is Neeraj and Dhami for Nepal, and definitely Samir Tamang. On the other hand, if you talk about the Bhutan attack, it's straightly the captain along with their number 14, Rigjin Dorji and Jetson Dorji, who have possessed a threat to the opposition. Kushal moving forward now. Good reading of the ball by the number 10 from the far side. It's Sobin Kimire. Can he put a cross in? Sobin has been dispossessed. Attack breaks down. We're getting to see an end-to-end football at the moment. Dan losing possession in quick interval. Nepal will try to build it through Avinash Shanktan. Nepal losing position now. Bhutan moving streamingly forward. Wonderful pass. Can he do it? Important touch there by Sobin Khimire. Or was it Simanta Thapa?
Well, the battle is happening in the middle of the field. To number 8, the captain of Nepal and the captain of the Bhutan team, Pema and Kushal. A few minutes ago, Kushal got the better of Pema and Nepal nearly built a really good move. Again on the ball is Kushal. He's looking for some movements from the players up front. It's not been happening. Now is a chance for Nepal.
Another attack. And just look at this beautiful view in the background. We just saw a plane landing. We have the airport. Just a few kilometers away from the ground. You can see those mountains on the northeast side. The hills to be near.
Well, I believe both the teams are used to the hills and mountains, as Bhutan and Nepal are both beautiful countries. But today, playing the beautiful game of football right here in the Anpa complex. Satabatu, Ram Thapa with the ball, looking for Kushal, but was that a fall? No, says the referee. The ball is with the Bhutani team. Can they build an attack? They've slowed down a bit, though they had a centre forward up there and running.
The far side, Bhutan build on another attack, taking the time. Look at the bodies committed behind by Nepal. Every single player inside their own box. Samir trying to dispossess the opposition. Wonderful pass. Again, Dorji puts in a cross. Bit of hesitation there, Jarat Sheikh, but the defender manages to clear it wide.
Urgan Dorji was the same player who crossed in the very second minute of the match, where our goalkeeper Jiaran had to come up with a big save over there. And this time as well, it looks like that he's going to come forward and make some really good crosses. And this could be really dangerous for Nepal. Ram Thapa usually loves to go forward as being planned by our coach Urjan. So when he goes forward, the number 3 of the Bhutani defender, number 3 Ugyen, when he comes up ahead with those wonderful left-footed crosses, then it could be very dangerous for Nepal to defend.
Clearance from the defense of Bhutan, not so impressive. Kushal managed to get his head on the ball now. Samir, the touch and dribbling of this player is phenomenal. And that can be a chance for Nepal. Only for a Nepali player there to tap it in, couldn't get the touch.
Neeraj Karki was making that run, but a soft push. Not a foul at all. But not so much of a dangerous situation for the Bhutani defense. But still, Nepal now building up an attack. We just have 5 more regulation time till we reach the half-time mark. What we can see over here is Avash. Nepal is on full attack, whereas Bhutan now have opted to build directly from the defense to the forward as going for a counter-attacking game. So Nepal is in the control of the match, but now they need to take full advantage of this particular situation right now.
So we can say Nepal is controlled in the ground, whereas in the air it's Bhutan who's been a better side. And why not? Because the way Kushal is playing at the moment, he's commanding the midfield, he's not allowing the opposition, along with his defenders and midfielders, not allowing the opposition to fight. And look at that, the options he's got on his right and left. This time, passing it right. Avinash, long ranger, just for the ball to go over the post. This is what we were talking about. Chance in a flash by Avinash Shangtan.
That was a beautiful shot, and well-calculated shot as well. He was aiming for that far second, but still the goalkeeper was well aware. Locho Nima was well aware, but still it was a good chance for the Nepali side, and yet the scoreline is 0-0.
Bhutan, that can be important. Needs a touch. Once again on the ball. Rinjin Dorji, but has been cleared this time. Still now has been out of danger. But what attack being built here by Bhutan. Now they are coming back into this game.
Of course, it's been an exciting game. And Riksen Dorji, he was trying to find their captain, number 8, Pema over there. But at the very last minute, Nepali defense did do well over there, just to foil the attack of the Bhutani side.
Let's have a look at the replay. Important touch by number 10, Kinzang Tenjing.
We could see that Rinjin was all alone. He did have a chance to go for the goal himself, but he opted to pass, and that was the wrong decision right there over now. But still, Nepal now on the attack from the left-hand side.
Sabin Ghimire. Dispossessed, went straight into the opposition. Was a dead end for him. Good recovery by Nepal. One thing this Nepal side has done today is they've been able to recover the ball in a short interval of time. Now Kushal on the attack. Kushal.
See, one more time. Pema, whenever Kushal gets the ball, Pema is so near to him, and it's being so hard for Kushal to come on top of Pema. So we have a Nepali player down on the ground, and referee might stop the game for a while.
And it's once again the clouds from the north end looming in towards this ground. Sabin Ghimire, who has been a wonderful player in this squad in this particular competition for Nepal. There you go. The legend of Nepali football, Raju Kaji Shakya, is also here to enjoy the game and support the Nepali boys along with the officials of this tournament, the referee team who are on arrest for today.
Sabin Ghimire is he seems to be okay for now. Nepal do not to lose Sabin on the left-hand side of the defense and on the right Ram Thapa as well, because it's where Nepal's strength lies, especially the game plan from Ujin Shrestha, the coach of the Nepali side. He loves to play with the wing defense, and that's how Nepal plays, especially in this under-20 division of football.
Well, game restarts with a drop ball. Not much time to go in the first half. Both teams have been trying their level best. If you are enjoying the game on your television screens, you are watching us live on Action Sports HD. You're watching us on YouTube, it's Sports Work. Long ball in, one white jersey, it's all he needs. But this time, well done by the Nepali defender. Now Nepal will be on a break, has options right and left. Good touch there. Avinash Shangtan, far out wide. Lots of red jerseys committing forward. Samir with his quick feet and some fancy footwork. Back to Avinash Shangtan. Avinash crosses. Too heavy maybe for Nirajan Dhami there.
Well, Nirajan Dhami did make a perfect move over there. And Shangtan was looking for Dhami as well, but still it was a little bit heavy. And of course, a chance goes begging yet again for Nepal. But still the score is 0-0. Both these teams trying to get that very first goal, take advantage before they go for the break. And Raju Kaji Shakir right there on the screens, looking at all the young ones. We know the most successful player who's won everything in the SAF region, winning the SAF. Just one more minute in the game, and Raju Kajasaki winning the SAF gold medal as a player, as a captain, and as a coach as well. What more can you do?
Plays down, still Bhutan on the ball. Dixon tries to go for himself, but only for Jared Sheikh to deny it. We're into the added minute of extra time. Let's have a look at that again.
Riksen with the left-footed shot, and he was eyeing for the very first bar, but well covered by the goalkeeper Chiran Sek. There was no chance for him to go towards the second bar, so he had to hit it in the first bar. And we have a play down from Bhutani side. Just one more minute added in the very first half of this first semi-final between Nepal and Bhutan.
The supporters of Bhutan, along with the FA officials of Bhutan, coming every game. And in the upper tier, you can see the player who has been suspended for this game. I was earlier mentioning about number 6 of Bhutan, Jignam Sheltop. Last few seconds maybe of this half.
So if we look back at the very first half of this particular semi-final, there has been chances, Avash, but there hasn't been clear-cut chances. They have not taken any risks in this particular match. It's 0-0 in the very first half of the first semi-final. We would have wanted to see more, but maybe we can see more in the second half.
Well, it's a decent first half for either of the teams. Still locked at a 0-0. Semi-final, witnessing some discussions with the referee by the Bhutanese captain Bima Zengpo. And it's half-time here at Satobatu. It's the first semi-final of the SAF Under-20 Championship here in Nepal. Nepal 0, Bhutan 0 is the half-time scoreline. Now we will go for the highlights of the first half. It was Nepal who started the attack early, came on with a few chances, whereas Bhutan trying their luck as well.
Well, the attacks have been coming in from far most of the time, and there hasn't been any clear-cut chances. That was declared to be offside, and this was a chance for Nirajan Dhami, but he wasn't able to take it. And Bhutan, with those few shots, Kushal Deopa's free kick, but well cleared by the Bhutani team, especially from the left-hand side. Bhutan